Thank you. Well, members of the House expected to vote on President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill later today.
Yeah, the measure will likely pass on a party line vote, and without the bipartisan support, though, they've got to have all 50 Democrats vote yes. The bill includes more direct payments to Americans and a minimum wage hike as well. It has faced criticism from Republicans who says it contains too much wasteful spending, including more money for new mass transit projects and hundreds of millions of dollars for museums, libraries, and the arts.
The cornerstone of this bill is wasteful spending. It is pork, and it's buying off members of Congress just so they can get their liberal wish list using coronavirus pandemic as an excuse.
West Virginia Senator Manchin has said he's not a fan of the $15 national minimum wage, so keep an eye on that. Democrats say many Americans need the $1,400 checks as part of the bill, so they're trying to bypass Republican objections. They've been talking about this for months in D.C. Well, after a week of record low temperatures, widespread power outage and water shortages is hitting Texas, but they are getting some relief. The focus is now turning to how this all happened. And former State Senate President Mike Haridopolos joining us now with that and more. Mike, good to see you. I hope you had a good weekend.
We did. Thank you, Ryan. Good morning.
So, Mike, we've seen this in all sorts of disasters where there's a lot of finger pointing going on. So you want to do that, but you want to make sure you prevent this from happening again.
Well, absolutely. As you know, over 4 million Texans lost their power. A lot of them are struggling to find food, etc. You saw the debacle with Ted Cruz, etc. A lot of chaos in Texas, as just like in Florida, where they're not exactly used to snow at this point in the year. And it's a real challenge, to say the least. And it shows, as we all recognize, of course, with the rolling blackouts in places like California, is that though we all want to move green on a lot of these power programs, we recognize we need to have a stable power program. And so you're going to see that mix between natural gas, of course, oil, solar, wind, etc. This is the challenges you face when you try to change your national power structure. And we're going to see some of these challenges in Florida here as well, as we're trying to move to solar in the years to come.
That's a great point, Mike. Let's switch gears to the vaccines. Florida continues to lead here, especially when you just factor in seniors. And President Biden has come out and said he wants everybody to have a chance to be inoculated by July. Is that feasible?
Well, I think it is. I think we're making real progress with more companies coming online, especially with the new Johnson & Johnson vaccine coming out, which will require just one single shot as opposed to the 2-dose regimen that so many people are used to. I think that's real positive. Let's hope that that promise is met. He made that in a very strong statement in his recent town hall meeting. And I think it really says a lot about what we've done here in Florida. Over 2 million people vaccinated. Almost 50% of seniors have now been vaccinated. And we're seeing those numbers come down, changes taking place. But we're all in this together. This is one of those chances where the federal government and the state government have a real opportunity to work together. Let's hope that the numbers continue to increase here in Florida and more people, as Amy brought up earlier, can get this vaccine and get back to normal as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Mike, I think a lot of Floridians and Americans would second those words for sure. Let's talk about Biden's back to school plan. Very different, because we've seen Florida look very different than other states.
Well, this is one where it's, again, I think it's a no-brainer. Your kids and my kids have the option for months now to go back to school if they feel safe. More and more children are doing that with their parents' permission. It's a win scenario. And I think this is one of the reasons why Republicans are going to get an edge a little bit in this $1.9 trillion debate. As Governor DeSantis said, you don't have to put more money into the public schools to get kids back to school, because it's not just about an education, but all the mental issues we're hearing about and the anxiety issues that are experienced around the country with kids out of school. This is the thing where we hope that the president can move more swiftly, get those other states, especially the blue states, back into the classroom to not only learn more, but to socialize and take away some of that anxiety that clearly exists throughout the country at this point.
Mike, I want to touch on this just about 15 seconds. President Biden and President Trump have very different views on immigration. What will Congress say on this?
Well, I'd be shocked if they actually cut a deal. There's some words over the weekend that Biden recognized that his more ambitious plan, which would allow illegals to gain citizenship more quickly, is likely DOA. This is going to take another one of those compromises. If Biden is that leader he wants to be, this is his opportunity to find that olive branch, find a solution, because a top-down solution, partisan solution, will not work, as will be shown, I think, shortly in the OMB issue here in Washington.
All right, Mike, we got to leave it there. We're out of time. We'll hit the 8 o'clock hour. In about an hour, we'll talk state issues. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks as always, Ryan. Have a great day.
That is former Senate President Mike Haridopolos.